I'm not going to journal because I don't want somebody to know my inner thoughts. I just don't. It's too much. Hey you, my name is Jenny, a licensed therapist, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking all about journaling. I've personally been journaling for as long as I could remember. To me, journaling is writing bad poetry, using prompts to expand my thoughts, and just writing about my day-to-day, including my feelings. Fast forward a few years, I'm now a licensed psychotherapist, and there are proven benefits to journaling. So I'm going to share those with you in today's video. I also recommend this to my clients every day. Now, I'll be honest, sometimes my clients have reservations about journaling, and I'll share those, break them down, all of that later on in the video. Let's get started. We're going to talk about the benefits of journaling, different types of journaling, whether you should freeform or have prompts. We'll also discuss any concerns you may have about journaling. And lastly, we're going to talk about me, an avid journaler and a licensed psychotherapist, my story. So let's start with the benefits of journaling. Journaling has been shown to enhance mental clarity and emotional processing, helping not only to manage your stress, but also to ease your anxiety. Sometimes negative thoughts can run like a loop in your head. This can be especially stressful, especially during a challenging situation or time. It can also even make the present situation feel worse than it is. But if you stop, put those emotions down on paper, it can help with releasing those negative thoughts from your mind. And even as you're writing down, you may come up with a solution and even feel relief. Journaling can also help us with accepting ourselves. We often judge ourselves for our thoughts, and writing it down can be like a release. It can be freeing. It could be like allowing yourself to be exactly who you are. Regularly writing and journaling can help boost your self-esteem. It can also help you be more mindful, so that way you're able to reflect on the past, things you've been through, and even personal growth, because you can see how far you've come through your notes. Incorporating journaling in your daily routine can also help with goal setting, creativity, and overall wellness. As we know, routines are especially super beneficial for us. Throwing journaling in the mix just only helps you become a better version of you. Journaling can be also beneficial for you if you're in therapy. I know sometimes I've noticed clients have a hard time remembering, oh my God, I was supposed to tell you about this, I completely forgot. But if you journal and you write it down in the morning, for example, when you first wake up, then you're able to remember things by just looking back. And really, journaling helps to improve your memory. So now let's get into the types of journals. Something I'm constantly preaching to my clients is that journal entries don't need to be perfect. I don't need to see APA format. I don't need to see MLA format. I just need you to come and be authentic. I need you to come and write what you need to write down. I need you to come and express yourself exactly how you want to express yourself in the journal. It's just between you and a piece of paper and your pen. So here are a few types of journals. These types of journals are usually written in an empty journal. There's the stream of consciousness journal. This is where you're writing without any direction. You're just writing things down. You're usually doing this when you first wake up in the morning or before you go to bed at night. The next journal is a nightmare or dream journal. I've worked with clients in the past that have suffered from terrible dreams and nightmares from traumatic experiences. And sometimes they're left feeling like, oh my God, I had a negative dream. I had a bad dream, but I can't remember it and I want to remember it. I want to know what it is that's going on inside of my brain. So I recommend if you ever wake up out of a dream or a nightmare and you want to know about it, try to leave an empty journal by your bedside with a pen. And as soon as you wake up or you're like, oh my God, this is a nightmare, you're able to sit up and write things down. And you don't even need to look over it or anything. Just write it out, get it out of your head, close it, put it back on your nightstand, and go back to bed. There's also a fitness journal. This is for people who are looking to get into shape or people that are looking to try different types of workouts. You're able to write about how you felt during that workout. So that way sometimes you're like, oh, I should try Pilates again. But if you remember that, I didn't really like that reform, or I didn't like that whatever, then you are able to determine, should I try this again, or whatever the case may be. Fitness journaling can also help you if you want to track your progress, see how you're doing in the gym. And the final two are gratitude journal and sketch journaling. I love gratitude journals because then you're able to write about what you're thankful for. And sketch journaling, it might be like the top 3 of my favorites because I love to doodle. I just love to color, sit down, come up with a cool design. It's really fun for me because I'm like, okay, I want to journal and I want to see something pretty. So I love to see colors come alive. I mean, look at my outfit. I love colors. So now let's talk about whether you should freeform or have prompts. Now this is completely up to you. Should you just wake up and have the streams of consciousness? Or should you look up prompts or have a journal that has prompts and write things down as you want? I think both of these can be beneficial. The journal without prompts can be hard sometimes because you're like, oh, I don't know what to write about. I don't know. Whereas the guided journal could be good because you're like, oh, this is a prompt that I want to write about, and you just kind of look at it and you write about it. Or the journal with the prompts can be annoying sometimes. You're like, oh, I don't want to write about that today. That's a terrible topic. But if you maybe have both, then you're able to kind of switch back and forth. So maybe look out for a type of journal like that. The next thing, your concerns about journaling. The number one concern I've heard from people is, I don't want anyone to read my stuff. How can I prevent someone from reading my stuff? Like, I'm not going to journal because I don't want somebody to know my inner thoughts. I just don't. It's too much. And I completely understand. I want to first start off with parents. If you have teenagers and you see that they're journaling, see it as a positive thing and don't go into the room and don't read their journals. This is extremely invasive. This is their private time to write about it, and that is very healthy for a teen to be writing about their feelings. It's completely healthy, and I want you parents to please respect that because I feel like that's beneficial and a positive thing. Let me know what you parents think in the comments. I want to hear. Maybe this is controversial. So for my people who are completely afraid of someone getting into it and you're not a child, take it with you. Buy a firebox, lock it in there, and make sure you're the only one with the key. And if you're really nervous about someone finding the key and reading it, you can also put your key inside of a lockbox that you can rent at a bank or something. I also have had clients who go through their journal at the end of the day and rip it apart. I don't know. I like to see my stuff, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But people find that as a release. Say they had a negative day and they wrote about it, ripping it out and ripping it to shreds. That's like, oh my God, they love that. I've suggested it to a few clients and they love it. It is very beneficial for them. And they're always coming to me like, oh my God, I love that idea. Thank you so much for suggesting it to me. So that's a good one too. In the comments, let me know about what you've done to keep your journals safe when you've been worried about someone getting into them when you're not there. Clients have also come to me and said, I'm not a good writer. My stuff, it sucks. It doesn't look good. And to them I say, leave perfection at the door. It's not beneficial. It's not serving you. It's not good for you. The time for journaling is the time for you to write things down. You can write it down using bullet points. You can write it down using run-on sentences. You can write it any way you want. As long as you're writing it down, processing it, and just releasing it, it will be beneficial to you, I promise. And if you're having a hard time deciding what journal is best for you, I did a video about trying 3 journals and my thoughts on them, so I'll link it somewhere here or in the description box. And finally, what I do as an avid journaler who's also a licensed therapist. I personally have different types of journals for different days. I have my to-do list planner and journal. I have my empty journal that just has lines, and I have a guided journal as well. And I'll tell you this, based on the day, I either use all 3, or I just use 1, or I just use 2, but I'm always using at least one of them every day. In my planner journal, I'm usually writing about my hopes, my dreams, my goals, my ideas for videos, my ideas for short form videos, whatever it may be that comes to my head. I'm writing it down so I can reform it. In my empty journal, I'm doodling. I'm writing down streams of consciousness in the morning or evening. Finally, my guided journal. This is the one that I usually use when I don't feel like thinking. When my brain is tired from the day, when my brain is fried, and I just want to release on paper. I grab that journal, I go in my bed, I get cozy, and I just write. If you've made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. And as always, if you're interested, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Let me know, do you have any ideas for me? Any videos you'd like to see from me? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and you have a great rest of your day. Bye.